Okay, part two. Sitting outside the museum, American Museum of Natural History, across the street by the park, or the park. Uh, yeah, well, I was in the planetarian segment. They showed like a film about, the Milky Way and the stars and the galaxy. It was good because, the way how they did the film, you have a screen that everybody looks at, but this was different because the screen was actually the ceiling. The ceiling was the screen, like the whole place. So you don't have to worry about somebody sitting in front of you and you can't see over them and stuff like that. But they made clear no recording, no phones out or anything like that in there. So I definitely could film that. That would have been interesting to put on the film. But I couldn't. Well, I didn't have permission to do that. And they said, well, it's going to be completely dark in here. If you film anything, we're going to see your phone and we're going to evict you. But that was exciting. I mean, informative, put it that way. Not so much exciting, informative. I will say, for anybody that wants to go into this museum in the summertime, bring like a slight jacket or a shirt or something. Let's say you have a t-shirt, but you're going to have a shirt on top of it. You see, what do I have on here? Boom. You see, I had my t-shirt on, but I also have this shirt too. I put this shirt on. I don't really need this shirt outside, but inside it's they may turn the air conditioner up a little high or whatever like that. So be comfortable, I would say, do that. But after the planetarium, I went to, they had another show, the Big Bang. And that kind of had me thinking, the Big Bang, it's because they were showing, at the planetarium, they were showing the universe, the galaxy, this galaxy, Milky Way, but how it is today. But when, they had a little short film in another part of the museum that my ticket allowed me to go into, where they talk about the Big Bang. And it was, I always, for those who may be listening, most will be Christians, some may be Muslims, and some may be something else. And we are taught through our religions that God created the universe and the earth and the universe and everything in it, right? Creation. And when you go into and I'm not what you call a closed-minded person. I would want to hear different theories, but when they talk about the universe, how it was created. Now, before I'd heard about the Big Bang theory before, but I wasn't aware that part of the theory is that the whole universe was created out of something like smaller or about the same size as a proton. Now, I found that to be very interesting because you think of a proton as some small, and you think about the Earth fitting in there. They said it was a real violent explosion, and the universe expanded out from that, and the universe is still expanding. Wow. You think about that. Earth is just one small little. In comparison to the like a proton, it's hard to really wrap my head around that. A proton is something that's very small, and something like that contained all that's in the universe. And you got to think of it. Just in this galaxy is estimated to be like 100 million stars, or 100. I can't even get these numbers. Like there are like billions or maybe trillions of stars in the whole universe. Like a sun is a star, and when you look at these other stars, those are suns. These are the ones you can see, and a lot of them have planets going around them. And all of this, just saying that was in like something smaller than a proton. Just thinking about, not even dealing with religion, just thinking about, it's kind of hard to wrap my head around something like that. Because, hey, my mind is limited, my thinking is limited. Maybe it's something that I'm not supposed to understand, but I don't know, man. That's because, all right, I'm also thinking, all right, the universe started from the explosion from a proton, a big bang, right? And let's say that's true. What was this proton in? What this little like? What was there? If it doesn't, I don't know. If it has a beginning, has an end, and they say, okay, what was it? What was the proton's beginning? I don't know, and it's some things. It's just beyond comprehension. When you actually think about it, the more you think about it, the more unbelievable it is. The universe, even this galaxy. I mean, that we're in here, they call the Milky Way. It's actually huge. You think about Earth is big, but I'm talking about the galaxy that Earth is contained in is actually, man, it's huge. With all of these, I don't want to take off my phone right now and try to see whether it's millions or billions, but let's just say a lot of stars, a lot of stars, and around those stars, a lot of planets. And, I'm just trying to think about that, But when people say, all right, God created the heavens and the earth, he did this, and 6 days, I don't know if it's the same as the days that we have here. But now a lot of people say, well, they can't wrap their head around that. And I can understand that. But also, it's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around the whole universe being contained in something smaller than a proton, and it just exploded, and all of this masses of stuff and gases and rocks and all of what we have, and not just on Earth. Man, it'll be hard for me to even understand the Earth coming from a small proton, but imagine the whole universe. Man, that's just that's just something here. And our galaxy is huge, and I think there's like at least millions of galaxies in the universe. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, I guess I should, excuse me, move on from that one, because that's just a hard one. But I don't want to know everything, so I try to learn, look at things from different angles. Excuse me, putting my backpack on. That's what the phone. Looking at things from different angles, and hearing different theories, because we all are curious of how we got here, how the planet got here, the universe got here, and also after I did the Planetarian and the Big Bang movie, I went to the part where I think it was on the 4th floor, I think, the part about the dinosaurs and all that. And I'm thinking in terms of humans, beings, as far as we understand, have only been around not that long, not that long on Earth. So all of these people that you see came from, came from an origin that's not really, in a large scheme of things, not really that long ago. So that's another thing. Human beings, as we understand today, them today. Because from my understanding, there were different species of human beings. But they kind of integrated with us, and a lot of them died out, but their genes are still with us, inside of us. It's just a fascinating thing, And just as they said the asteroids wiped the dinosaurs out, maybe something can wipe us out, and something will come and replace us. Yeah, so, all right, so today was the American Museum of Natural History. Viewed and learned a little bit about the Milky Way and the Big Bang Theory, and seen some of the dinosaur exhibits and stuff like that. And I'm going to probably return here for something else and learn something else, and other parts of the city where there's interesting things going on, you know. So that's part of what I'm going to do this summer, and it doesn't really cost a lot of money and stuff like that. It's just coming out of the comfort zone, as the comfort zone meaning that going from point A to point B on the subway and seeing nothing in between. You know, people live 30 and 40 years like that, you know. Don't even know their own neighborhood because they just come outside and go to the nearest subway and go wherever they go, and they get off close to, their stop is close to their destination, and all the stuff in between they don't even see. But anyway, so stay tuned for the next one.